Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crabs. I see that Victor has the first one who noticed the thumbnail that I got. We put the chat up here. That I got Bit and Doge coins on the thumbnail because this whole week has been about playing two sides of the same coin kind of thing, right? So I thought those were kind of cool opposites to show there on the cup. So thanks for noticing that. That's actually kind of cool. All right, let's get to it here. It's Wednesday. I'm going to get right to the table and play a little bit today. I don't have a lot really to talk about other than a couple of quick announcements for us. Let me get over to this, and we'll do some quick looks at a couple things. First of all, the traveling lay has been doing well. We're on day 3 of it. We're on Wednesday now. We lost the first day, and again, I sometimes these things, time was a factor. We ran out of time. Would have been okay, but the last 2 days we won. We're 2-1. We're at 15% profit between the 2 days we won. Today was easy. Today we got that nice early 7 on the first shooter, which was great. With on a good number, we had $900 on the 9, and whacked it for 570 just out of the gate today. So that was fantastic. In 10 rolls, we did it. So far, again, the traveling late to me is a fun strategy. I enjoy that one. There's some risk to it. At this level, of course, with black chips, you can get there pretty high. Play it at a regular level though, with 30, 60, 90. That's a doable strategy actually, and it seems to survive pretty well. That's why, again, I do the daily paychecks every day because I want to see not just the miracle rollout that I had today wouldn't tell the whole story, but 5 straight days of it, I think is definitely interesting. Victor don't like the VIG. I don't care about the VIG. The VIG is what it is. The casinos. Here's the thing about the VIG. A lot of people see it as a negative thing, and it's not great. They got to make money, right? The casinos, if they didn't take VIG on those lay bets or on the buy bets of the 4 and 10, that's the profit. That's the profit margin. I'm fine with the VIG. What I don't like about the VIG is that they take it and don't give it back. Like, for example, I played at casinos where you can lay the 4 for $30 and they take the dollar VIG right up front, that's bad. If the 4 loses, they keep the VIG, right? Or if you take your bet down, they keep the VIG. There's casinos that are piggish like that. My casinos here don't do that. If I lay the 4, lay the 5, or whatever it is, and I pull the bet down, I get my dollar back, right? If the bet loses, I get my dollar back. You only keep it on the win, but they have you pay it up front. Sometimes they say it's for expediency's sake. Sometimes it's part of their built-in. Better, of course, when they pay it on the win only. It just makes it a lot easier. So anyway, the VIG is not great, but it is what it is. And like I said, they're allowed to make money. Casinos are allowed to, they're a business. They're allowed to make money. If they didn't make money, they wouldn't be open, and we couldn't hammer them on the good rolls. You got to let them have their day in court. I don't really care. All right, what else is happening here? The next thing to talk through really quick is the announcements. They haven't changed. Friday night fight still Mac versus TCS. That'll be a good one. There's a superstar battle on Friday. It's gonna be awesome. And Craps Chat, we've decided, is going to be on the Crapsathon. The time I've got it, quote unquote, locked in his little bunny ears, locked in. I'll show you in a minute what the Craps for the Cure stuff is looking like. That schedule is still fluid. You'll see in a minute why I say it's so fluid. But let me show you what we did for the Crapsathon. So the normal announcement is the same. Okay, it's November 18th to 19th at Casino Quest. Michael Feldman is our official host. He's not going to be there now. He got into an accident and tore up his shoulder, so he's going to be actually having surgery that week, and he'll be in recovery, so he can't make it to the event. But his partner host will be there. He's also a GTC instructor, so we'll have the same presence will be there. Just won't be Michael himself, which is unfortunate. But they're still handling all the guest services and that kind of stuff for us at the thing. If you don't have a hotel room yet, you should. He's handling it for us at Harris. That's the hotel of choice. So Brian says I should get on the pod. I'm talking to David and them today, actually, because there was a mistake made on their podcast about how the admission works. What we're doing for the admission, good segue time, I guess, is we're going to show. Give me 1 second. We're going to show. I need to change my screen. We're going to have tickets available for the event. Our ticket gets you in. It's a $50 ticket. And actually, here's the website. I put the website up last night. Crapsforthecure.com is the website if you want to go here. Nice and simple. crapsforthecure.com is the website. You'll see here a couple of things. One is we have our note from Steve, and Steve Winfield from Press by One. He's the impetus for the whole thing. Like, he's the guy that has the cancer. It was his idea to do this, to switch charities from problem gambling into raising money for the ACS. So his statement is up here. We've got our tentative schedule posted. Now, I want to show you this because we talked about it yesterday. Here's what I got so far. We know that at 5 o'clock, Jeremy from Color Up will be there. I'll be there, of course. David will be there. Others will be there. I can't list them all here. We'll lose space. But there'll be a bunch of folks there. We'll have an hour-long kickoff, introduction. I'm sure Steve will be there at 5 o'clock. We'll have a kind of a big old what we're going to do kind of thing. At 6 o'clock, we're going to work with David, I think, right away, because Jeremy from Color Up will probably take off at about 7 or so. He may stick around. We'll see. But I think we're gonna work with David right away from 6 to 7 on some dealing skills and that kind of thing. And then at 7 o'clock, we're gonna do a live craps chat. And that'll be with, of course, Jeff and Dylan, myself. Everybody who's present will be there to raise their hands and ask questions live. It'll be like a really interactive and awesome craps chat. That'll go till 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, the Hawaiian Crap Shooters take over, and they did their DI tournament challenge thing. Then I'm open. I have nothing else scheduled until the next morning, where Tony Leo is locked in at 10 a.m. He's going to work with us on his Super 7 hop system and take live questions for as long as we want, for sure. We know that we're going to close out Saturday with Chris Midmoyo, and then, of course, the closing ceremonies. Within the hours of 9 o'clock to 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., I've got a lot of people who are coming and want to be part of this, just haven't locked them in on times yet. Like, for example, Michael Shackelford's going to be there. VDC is going to be there. Garrison's going to be there. We have phone-in guests, George from CY, Ed Robinson will be there, and many others are going to be part of it. Once I know their times, I'll start filling the schedule out with their exact times and get folks locked in. In the meantime, if you're coming to the event, click on this tickets link, please. This will open up a window, and you can buy your one admission ticket for $50. It gets you a t-shirt. Pick a black or white and pick your size on the t-shirts. Work with Ian Olson on sizing. I don't know if they have women's sizes and men's sizes, or if they're unisex, or how they work. Ask Ian about that. But you can get your ticket. You can make a straight up donation if you like, which right here, just pick your amount, drop in your credit card, and your donation goes right to the ACS. We don't touch anything. It all goes, like, literally, the ACS gave us their bank account information. This stuff goes straight into their accounts. And finally, there's the auction page, which, again, the auction items are, some of them are known, most of them are not. We have a lot of things coming, but if you click the proceed to auction button, you'll see we have like Color Up's felt, Dice Grinder. I have 2 hats from Dice Grinders. I'm giving up some Lammers and some other things. So once we get everybody's donations locked in and photos, this page starts to take shape and the whole thing is coming together. Here's the website, crapsforthecure.com. That's the site. More to come. I'll have links. These are links to me and Casino Quest channels. I'll put more channel links down here, probably a contributors page and all of that kind of thing. There's lots going on. I've designed logos and I've designed banners and all sorts of artwork, and the screens. Go back over here. The screens that we see. Come on, John. Get this going. Where's my... There we go. The scenes like this one here, where you had like the bottom thing, all that stuff's been designed and ready to go. That's just it. We're ready to go. We have I got to lock in some times and lock in some auction items, but the mechanics of it are basically there. We need somebody. I think Jen's going to work on this, but we need somebody to help us with food and drink. Like, we're going to be there for 24 hours. I know that probably me, I'm sure Ian, I'm putting you on the spot now, Ian. You'll probably be there for 24 hours too. Not everybody will be there for the whole 24 hours, but those of us that are going to need food, snacks, coffee, maybe some brown water, as Ed would say, to get us through this thing. So that would help. If you're coming, bring a case of water with you, like that kind of thing, or bring a box of granola bars with you. Like, that's the kind of stuff we're going to need as we go. To make this thing really kind of happen and make it easy for us to, because what I want to do is just go. I don't want to deal with like mechanics while I'm there. I want to just turn the cameras on and make sure that we can manage and have a great show. Energy drinks, sure. By the way, I don't do energy drinks. And you shouldn't either. Energy drinks are the work of the devil. When I had my heart attack and dropped dead, I had drinking. I drank 2 Red Bulls that night. I smoked a couple cigarettes, I had 2 Red Bulls, and I played an ice hockey game, and it all happened. Heart exploded, right? Because don't drink energy drinks. They're bad for you. They're worse than coffee. Coffee is my energy drink. All right. So there it is. That's my updates for Craps for the Cure. More to come as we get the schedule locked in, but it's starting to take shape. Now that I've got Leo at 10 a.m., and we know what time the Hawaiians are going to go, now we can say, where do you want to fit in, and let folks start picking their times. So I can't wait to get it all figured out. It's going to be super fun. I think a lot of people are going to be there and spend a lot of time. You know, I think a lot of people are going to be there for the whole 24, or at least most of it. Last year I did the whole thing here in the basement by myself, and it was hard. It was lonely and hard and difficult. Now with friends, man, it's going to be fan-freaking-tastic. Cannot wait to do it. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the same thing we've been talking about all week, which is this. I'm going to put air quotes around it, hybrid style. It's not really hybrid. It is, but isn't. The pure hybrid, the way that Jeff plays it, and Jacob plays it, a pure hybrid, typically speaking, right? And again, I'm being, that's what I'm looking for. I'm overgeneralizing this, but a typical hybrid, as you know, has dark side, light side. Don't pass plus some place line bets or place bets, or it's got some don't come and some whatever, like the horseman, right? It's got the don't pass and it's got 3 come bets. There's some kind of, you're playing against yourself for part of that. Most of the time, the purpose is to shoot it, right? You have a dark component, you have a light component, and you're protecting yourself against the shitty rolls, maybe making some money on a shitty roll, hoping that the shooter goes nuts and your light side bets just take over the day and make a bunch of money. That's the idea behind a hybrid. Is like you're kind of a like a lion in wait, right? You're like in the weeds, waiting for the zebra to walk by, and then you get it. That's hybrid. What I'm looking at this week is a play on that, a different way of looking at the same thing. I got to move my chair a little bit. I guess I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. Where we're really doing like a dark side or light side first, then dark side. So it's not, there's times where you're playing at the same time, but most of the time we're looking to trigger the full dark side transition on something versus triggering the light side transition. So we're going to be playing light side, then a little bit of hybrid, then a little bit of dark, and then we go for it that way. And we're going to kind of limit our wins by changing sides. So that's the idea. We've been calling it the double dipper only because I can't think of a better name. Chris from Dice DGen put a double dipper strategy out last night. It's not the same thing. His double dipper is actually a subscriber strategy that's called that. I'm just saying, hey, we're double dipping, and that's it. So there's no words for what I'm doing here. It's just I'm doing my thing and having some fun. So there we go. Dice DGen, dude, I got to call you out, man. He's going to be at the game tonight. Y'all enjoy that 7-0 spanking of the Astros last night. That was freaking fun. That was fun. Dude, we're doing this. This is going to happen this year. I really wish it was the Mariners instead of the Astros playing. But man, what a great World Series. Philly's doing, they're phenomenal. They're so much fun to watch, and that crowd is ridiculous. So anyway, let's go play. I'm gonna go to the table. We're gonna go to this view here. Let's go. I'm gonna try and not, if I can, I'm gonna try to not turn the feed off today. Like yesterday, I went to the table and I hit a button and I turned the whole damn show off. Hopefully today will be a little better. I'm gonna get my roll tracker set so I can enter rolls in. There's the Coffee and Craps roll tracker. Let's bring the Stream Deck over to the table. I'll turn my light on, and then we're going to get going here. So that's going to be here. The Starbucks, I'll put in the middle of the table so you guys can enjoy the view of my coffee that my wife bought me this morning. And here we go. All right, so we're going to play Larry Casper's I Can't Believe This Wins strategy. And I have a bankroll in the front here that I was using for the traveling lay. I'm not going to use that today. It's gonna sit over here. I guess I'll put it aside. I thought about playing this strategy straight up from the don't to start it, but I'm gonna play it just easy peasy. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go 160 across. You can play this at any across bet level that you choose. Doesn't matter what, 64 across, 160 across, 90. It doesn't matter what it is. The mechanism is going to be the same. of this one. We're going to let a point get established. We'll work the puck. Let a number, let's say the 9 hits. We'll just pick a number. 9 pays $35. What we're going to do is take the green, the flat portion. So for the 6 and 8, we'll just take the greens, goes into the don't, and the profits come back to your rack. What you end up with is your original bet back plus a couple of pennies, okay? We're going to do that 3 times. We're going to take 3 bets, if we can get them, to hit and come down. We'll probably have 2 or 3 don't comes get set, and then the whole thing comes down, and we let the don'ts ride. So you're going to be purely right side for a few minutes. You're going to be fully hybrid for a few minutes while these are coming through, and then you're going to pull these bets down and transition to dark. So it's a moving from light to dark. It's a this, then that strategy, not a this and that strategy. Another one of those in the hopper. So let's get the puck turned off. I get my dice rolling. We're going to go ahead and see how we do here. And again, I should mention to you too, the roll tracker, check that out. We're 2,200 rolls. I was telling the folks this on the morning show on the Daily Paycheck. My roll tracker for my dice throwing practice got deleted twice. Once a mistake I made, once a glitch. So there was no rolls entered in it. So I've been hand entering 2,500 rolls into that damn thing. It's been like crushing to do that. But once I get it re-entered, we'll go ahead and do a comparison show of purely random like I'm doing here versus my controlled shot. We'll take a look at the probabilities, the payouts, the roll lengths, and all the things with those 2 roll systems. So, all right, point of 6. There we go. Hopefully I'll get done over the weekend. Here we go, point of 6. We're going to log that in as a 426 right there, or I guess it was a 3-3. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Let's get some numbers to hit on the inside in the box and make a transition. But we don't. We got an immediate 527. If you're playing pure hybrid, right? A pure hybrid player might have had $100 on the don't. And in this situation, they get paid $100 and they're down 60, or maybe you did 100 with some odds. A pure hybrid player doesn't get hurt by this. This is this first strategy, then dark side. We get hurt by it. So that's a downside of any pure right play. I'm going to pull 160 out of my rack and just pay the bank. Same bet, leave our stuff out there, and we get a new point. Puck should be off. It's going to be a 5. It's a 3-2. I'll bring them up, show them to you. There's a 3-2-5. And again, bets are on with the puck. Coffee's good. Starbucks is, I don't love Starbucks, the company, but damn, they make some good coffee. All right. 5's the point. Let's get some numbers rolled. Let's not have 2 PSOs in a row. Boy, look at this mess. Look at this mess. 6-6. Let's have some productive, good rolls. Oh my God, we did it again. 5-2. Back-to-back ass kickings. 5-2-7. The strategy is called I Can't Believe This Wins. It better win in a minute because we're going to be out. We're going to be out a few bucks. We're going to be out about 600 and change in a minute here. Boy, ugliness. There's aces on the come out. This is a good case for playing a real hybrid, right? The actual protect my bets while I'm working hybrid. There's a 4, 3-1-4. We're going to do it the other way. We're going to go light, then hybrid, and then transition dark. There's a 4. Come on, dude. Let's get something to happen here. Anything but a 7. Aces. This is an ugly roll today. Wow. Ugly set of rolls. Look at this mess. No payments. There we go. Finally. Get to see it happen. 3-2-5. 3-2. So the 5 will pay, as we said before, $35 for 25. We're going to take the bet, move it to the don't. We're going to rack $35. I'm going to work really hard to get my rack here back to normal. I'm going to start putting all the payments back here and trying to rebuild that 160 as we go. And hopefully we get enough hits to make it happen. There's another 5. So what happens here is a bummer. We had a repeater on the 5. The don't come moves to the 5, which is fine, but there was no bet here. We pulled the bet down. So if you get a repeater like this, you don't get a payment as the don't come travels, and you also don't have the next don't come bet. So we're kind of stuck here in limbo for a minute. And there's the 7. Good Lord. Let's just donate $600 to the bank. All right, I'm going to drop 160 out here. Again, there's 160. We're going to go same bet. I'll put my quarter back on the 5. This over here does get paid a quarter and comes back. So in our rack, actually, we do have $85. So we have recovered half of one of the shooters that we lost. But this kind of roll, you're not going to survive unless you're playing pure hybrid. A pure hybrid player just ground out $10 win, most likely. We're getting beat. It's okay. We'll run it a few times just to get a feel for it. You got to roll more than a roll length of 2 to make money here, right? There's an 8, 6, 2, 8. This would have been a good day for the traveling layup here, right? There's the 8, 6, 2. Come on, let's get some inside juice, huh? How about a 9? There we go. That rolled on me. I grabbed it with the stick and it rolled. That's a 5-4, not a 5-5. 5-4-9. Do it again. $35. We'll drop our base bet into the don't. Take $35 back to the rack. Okay. Did I put it in? I did. And we got a 10. That's good. 6-4, 6-4, 10 on the end. 6-4, 10. That's going to travel. The don't travels to the 10. The 10 is going to get paid. I'll take a nickel here. We'll get back 4 change for our vig right there. I'll put the pennies up there. Bring that quarter back. And I didn't pay the freight, $50. The quarter was there. Let me do it again. The quarter was there. You get paid 50 for the 1. A quarter goes into the don't, and the rest comes back. Now my rack has 100, 50, $160 from the last, all that we've collected so far. So we've lost 3 total shooters, but I just put one of them back in. I'm going to make that look like a black chip. So although we are getting whacked, we fought back already and got one of our losses back. We're in the don't. That was a 10. 2 more hits and we're out of here. Okay. I know that I spend a lot of time here in the rack, but it's important to keep that thing straight, especially when you've got a lot of motion. 4-4, heart 8. That's your point. Don't travels into the 8. The 8 pays $35. Now, what you would do if you were playing up in here, quarter goes into the DC, right? You could say, well, in that case, because the puck's off, the quarter goes to the don't pass, okay? I'm not going to do that, and here's the reason why. The math reason why for this is this. I have 2 flats on the 7 right now. I want to come out 7 and these bets to sing for me on a come out 7. If I do this, it effectively cancels out one of these bets on a come out 7. So I'm going to let these ride for the come out 7 and then go don't for 1 more hit, okay? Let's come out. Let's looking for a come out 7 if we can get it. We don't. We get a 3, and of course, if I was down there, we would have been fine. 2-1-3. There's the 7, come out 7. That's a beautiful thing. 6-1-7. 6-1-7. Both of those pay. Come on back to the rack, and effectively, we've done our job. Like, this thing has paid for itself already. Normally, 3 hits and I'm out. That was 1, 2, 3 hits. The 4th hit was the don't, and we did it. We transitioned light to dark, and it made it happen. Puck is still off. I'm going to go back out in a minute. So let's get a point established here. There's another immediate 5-2. 7 out. 2 7s. Okay, another. Oh, wow, look at that. 3 7s in a row. 3 7s in a row. 5, 2, 7. Let's make some money on the pass. Oh, look at the pass line winners. Victor, you must be doing backflips right now, right? 6-5, yo. Look at the pass line winners. Good Lord. If you're progressing those pass line bets, you're making bank. All right, 4-2-6. We have a new number established. It is a 6. I'm going to reset. We're going to go right back out to it. I'm going to drop $80, 75, $80, and go right back at it, okay? And rebuild the same system. We're going to get 3 hits and move them through. Let's get it to work. Let's get it to work. There's a 5, 3-2-5. Can't believe this wins. 3-2-5 pays $35. We're going to take the original bet into the don't. We're going to bring the $35 back to the rack. So you're always bringing back your original bet plus a little bit of juice. 325. I logged it. I did. Let's get that DC bet set somewhere good. Oh, we don't. Damn it. We lose the whole thing. That sucks. That sucks. So we lose the whole 160 because this bet here loses also. All that goes away. I'm going to drop them 160 from my rack and reset my 160 across and just go again. This is not a day of good rhythm here. We had one decent little run and 3 really bad runs. That's a bummer. I've got 1 shooter left. We started with 5. The profit stack is 1 hit away from being another shooter. So we're going to be okay. I just wanted to be more okay, I guess. I don't know. Here we go. I can't believe this wins come back and win after getting beat 3 times. I like the idea of transitioning from light to dark. I like the way this one does it. You just gotta you gotta catch a better run than a 2 shaker. Oh, that's not a 2, that was a 3. Sorry. Let me fix this up. That's gotta be a 3-2. All right, there we go. Yeah, you can't make this happen on a 2 roller. However, normal hybrid absolutely is grinding away here, right? That's the magic of it. Oh my God. 617. Jeez. We're gonna lose all of our bankroll. There's our last shooter's worth right there. Unbelievable. Look at us go, getting our tails handed to us. All right, let's make it happen. We got to try it again. Right, stop loss 0, here we go. Stop loss 0, 6, 4, 10. Are we gonna lose it all? We're gonna make some money. I feel like today we're gonna lose it all. One of those days where the dice aren't playing so well with me. 516, that pays 35 for 30. We're gonna take the nickel and go into DC for a quarter. Okay, the effect of that is this. In my rack, what I've got over here, if I make this look like a green chip, I have 160. I can play one more time. So we had enough of these little tiny wins to build up 1 shooter. If you look at the math, we have 1 shooter in the rack, we have 1 shooter in play, which means we're down 3 shooters. 3 sets of 160. So we have work to do. But it's gonna take some rolling. The shooter's gotta help us out a little bit here, right? 325. 3 and a 2. That's gonna travel to the 5. That's gonna pay 35 bucks. We're gonna put our base into the don't. Bring this back. Let's get that one set. And we'll be in good shape. Oh, good, it goes to the 4. 314, that's great. The don't travels to the 4. The 4 is gonna pay 50 for $1 vig. And everything comes down. So we bring the whole shooting match back to the rack. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is leave that out there for ease and turn it off. We're gonna go back to 160 across in a hot minute. Let's leave it off, but we're in good shape. So those are off. We have 50 bucks out here on the 7. We have another shooter left in the rack. Feeling pretty good about it. We got $35 in profit. Let's make this happen. 3, 1. All right, come on. Where's my 7 now? There it is, on command. Today is a 7-day, 437. That wins 100 bucks, look at that, right? Because these bets came from our winnings. That's $100 coming back. That's pretty awesome. So in our profit stack, we have 100, we're 25 bucks away from recovering another full shooter. So that strategy typically wins about what you started with when it works itself through. That was a good little run. Let's keep at it. Coming out to a hard 10, 5-5. 5-5, hard 10. All right, bets are gonna be on. 160 is working hard. Again, let's get some box hits in here if we can. Oh yeah, perfection, we got a 4. There's deuces, 2-2, hard 4. So for 1 in vig, that pays 50 bucks. We're gonna take this, go to the don't with it, and bring that back to our rack. My rack now, again, if I keep doing this, there's 4 greens from my profit side. I'll bring back a black chip. That's 160 bucks. Okay, so I have 2 shooters recovered that we started with. We started with 5. I've got 2 here. I've got one out here. So we've actually recovered one of our full losses, which is awesome. Let's get that don't pass, or that don't come set. Nope. Look at this. Look at this day. Look at this day. 6-1. Awful rhythm. I'm just going to put it back here and drop them 160. Wow, we did all that work to make it back and just ugly, ugly rolling. Wow. Bummer, man. It's a real bummer when it doesn't work out. Can it recover? I don't know. 4-4. There's an 8 for our point. I love rolling these strategies out over the long haul because it lets me really see what the rhythm is that breaks it. Like, what is it that breaks? When I play this one out and it wins beautifully. When it breaks, it's good to see, like, A, can it recover? B, what is the cause of the breakage? Is a 5-5 is a hard 10. Another good start to this, right? Another good start to the round. For a buck, that pays 50. We'll put the flat bet into the don't. We're going to bring back 50 bucks to the rack. We just got to survive more than one roll here. That's the problem. Oh, look at that. We did. Look at that. We got an extra freebie. A 2-1-3. Awesome sauce. Now, you know me. I love to be aggressive on these things. When I get the freebie and the don't, I'm stacking that bad boy up. I love to do that. I love to progress it, especially on a day when the 7s are running so hot. I'm hoping that 50 bucks is extra juice. 5-3, 8. That moves to the 8. 50 bucks back there. The 8 pays 35. It's going to also come down. And we'll have 25 bucks sitting here ready to be our next DC. We've had 2 hits, one more hit with the DC getting set, and we're good. Come out 7. Let's get a come out 7 here. That'd be beautiful. Nope. We get a 9. 6-3-9. Bam. Ace deuce. Boy, that would have been nice if we had a DC. Oh, you know what? We should have. See, it's my own fault. I should have had that quarter in the DC. I forgot to put it there. That should have been a winner. But we're gonna go in there now. I should have had it in there. That's a blown payment for me. That should have been a winner. We should have 50 bucks somewhere out there on the next roll. That's a huge bummer. Damn it. Damn it. All right, 6-3-9. What a waste. God, I hate doing dumb shit like that. All right, now we have here, the 9 pays 35. Now, if you do the math, we've had 1, 2, 3 hits. We're done. 3 hits and we're out on this one. So all this comes down. The 9 was the point. Now it's off. These bets are going to work to come out, of course. I'm going to reset out here with that money, that win. Drop a quarter, get my 160 back out there. So I'm back out for 160 with the next shooter, or with the next point being established. And I still have about 90 bucks or so locked from our play so far. All right, let's come out. Come out 7 be beautiful right now. Nope. Nope. We get picked off. 6-3-9. That's okay. Picked off. One of our don'ts gets picked off. The right thing to do here is to get rid of the 8, right? We already had 50 bucks on. I'm going to take the 8 down now that we know what the point is. I'll take the 8 down, let that sit there. I'm still going to look for 3 hits in here, but I want that bet to kind of be strong if we can. There's a 6, a 5-1-6. That pays $35, as you know. 35, we'll take the 10 or the 5. Flat bet to the don't. Again, we're going to transition light to dark if we can get it done. Today's rolls are not conducive to it, but let's hope we can pull one off here. Hey, look at that. We got a 5. That's 2 different numbers. That's good. 3, 2, 5. This goes behind the 5. 5 pays $35. Okay. We've had 2 hits. The 6 and the 5 have hit. The 8 I pulled down, so it's not really 3. One more time through the don't. And then we'll pull down. Ah, shit. That's a real bummer. We got an 8. That rolled. It's a 5-3-8. I would have loved for that $50 bet to have been the one that paid. It didn't. But you know what? You take that extra shot out of here, and it's totally fine. Now we have a decision. We have 2 don'ts set, which is what you want to get to. I'm going to pull these back. Right? It's time to pull those bets down. Let those 2 don't bets ride. Play out for the 7 here. And let it happen. So we've gone from pure light to hybrid, now to dark. And we'll just see if we can make it work. There's another, oh my gosh, 2 8s in a row. Bummer. 5-3, picked off. That 8 Cost me 75 bucks in profit. It's a bummer. Another 8. Is that 3 8s in a row? I think it is. 5 3 8. Yeah, it's 8 8 8. Wow. 9 9 6 5 8 8. You should be making money in the box here, man. If you're this is finally a good roll. Should have made money. 5 2 7. That ends it. We'll take this back to our rack, and now let's take a look at where our rack is, because we actually have done some pretty good work up in here. I'm going to lightly color up the front rack. Okay, the profit side. First, put our bets back out. There's 160 out there. There's 150, 160. So we've actually got, look what we did. We've gotten beat pretty good. There's 100, there's 50, there's 60. We've gotten beat pretty good, but look at this. Our rack is back. We have 2 of our 5 shooters in the rack. We have our 3rd shooter out here. We've taken some pretty big blows, and we're only a couple shooters down. I'm actually kind of excited about this because it was going really bad for us before. Let's make this happen another couple of times and see if we can make this light to dark full transition. So the point's 9, just not PSO. God dang it. Just as I'm spouting off about how good it is, we get a 617. That was a 1. 6-1.7 out. God, there's nothing worse. Oh, you know what? No 0.7 out. We're off. We're off. That was a point made. Thank you. Those bets are off. I set them before the number. Look at me. Look at me saving money. 4-1. That was lucky. I would have pulled that bet down and not realized it. 4-1-5. There we go. Now we're in rhythm. Come on, dude. Okay, we got a payment, 516. 516. Good. Oh man, that was a good catch there. All right, we'll take the cap down. We'll go in the don't with the quarter. Start rebuilding for our next 160. Okay, 516. Midnight. So that's a tie in the don't. Bar the 12, 6-6. There's an 8, the hard way. Like and subscribe to Jake and Rob, the square pair. Don't moves to the 8. The 8 gets paid. Take the cap, drop the base, and back to the rack we go. That's 2 hits. Right? If you can pull 3 hits off, it's going to be about $100 in profit. That's the idea. $100 in profit there, $50 in profit up here. You double yourself up. That's the goal of the strategy. Instead of staying out here too long. All right, now we got a bummer situation. We have 6. Our 2 don'ts are out here. We only got 2 hits to get there. So we really do need to stick out here for 1 more box hit, and then we can pull down and feel like we're okay. There's a yo, does nothing, 6-5. 1 more box hit. Let those 2 don'ts ride strong if we can. Didn't get it. We pick ourselves off on one of them, 4-2-6. These have been doing well, though. The don'ts back there have not been getting picked off too much. Can't complain that much. There's a 9, 6-3-9. 6-3. So what'll happen here, the way I'm going to play this out, I'm going to pay the 9. We're going to go into the don't, take our money back to the rack. That was our 1, 2, 3 hits. We're done with the right side play. I am going to drop the money to go back out again. Reset it. These are basically free bets coming through, but they'll be off. These will be off until the next point is established. And in the rack, we've got about $30 or so locked, plus what's out there. So we're doing okay. We recovered already the 160 that we lost on the last shooter. It's already back in the rack. Bad timing. Bad timing. 5-2-7. So this loses, this wins. You end up in a tie situation. The $50 comes back to the rack. So we end up walking out of that hand, recovering a shooter that we lost on the 617, plus $80. Not bad. It's working okay. Right? Sans the ugly short rolls. There's a 7. Boy, it would have been nice to have had those don'ts set right now, huh? 5-2. Let's do it again. Ouch, my knee. 9. 5-4-9. I don't know in love with this strategy. I feel like the 66 we were doing the other day would have fared better than this, but I don't know. These are now on, by the way. There's an 862 easy. 8 came easy on that one. We're going to get a $35 win. Pull the nickel, drop a don't. Starting the transition. All right, here we go. Did I mark the 8? I did mark the 8. And there's a 4. Awesome. Awesome. I love when the 4s and 10s hit in this one. 314. The don't will travel to the 4. The 4 for $1 is going to pay $50. We're going to take the base, put it in the don't, take the $50 back to our rack. And right now I can see on my rack, I've got 160. We just made another 160. So the rack, there's 160. I'm going to take these greens, make it a black, and replenish my rack. Okay. We're back now to having 160 3 times. 3 160s. We had 5 to start with. There's 3 there. And we've got 1 kind of working out there in process. That's fantastic. So far, so good. That goes to the 8. So now we got this weird situation again where I've got 2 don't set, but I've only had 2 wins. So I have to play for one more box hit before I can pull down or feel like we're okay. And there's an 8. So we pick ourselves. That's not a 7. That was an 8. I rolled it with the stick. That was a 5, 3, 8. So we do get picked off again. Bummer. The 8's kind of killing me today. The 8's been picked off, I think, 3 times. There's a 5. Looking for now it'll be our 3rd hit. That's a 415. So that's our 3rd hit. It pays $35. We're still going to come into the don't. Bring this down. Okay. There we go. These bets are going to be off. We got 1, 2, 3 hits. 2 don'ts about to be set. I am going to go back like before and reset the bets out here. I'm missing a quarter still, so I'll drop a quarter out there in a minute, but I'm going to reset the front bets, let them sit until these things resolve themselves. And there's a 9. That's the point being hit. 6, 3, 9. Let's drop the don't to the 9. Puck goes off. Now I got 2 don'ts set. Great for the come out 7. Depending on what happens here, we're going to reset our 160 and try it one more time. We got an ace deuce. 2, 1, 3. Yes, that's awesome. Awesome. Come out 7. We love that. 6, 1, 7. It worked perfectly. It worked perfectly. Pay here, pay there. I'll take one of those and place the 4 with it. $75 coming back to the rack. $85 sitting in the rack. That's a beautiful thing. Just beautiful. Here we go. Let's get a point. We're not going to get one. We're going to get a 5, 2, 7. Couple of back-to-back 7s. That's good. Look at the 7s out of my system now. So we can play strong here in a minute. There's a hard 6, 3, 3. There's 1. There's 2. Mark the 6. Frontline bets are on. Let's make it happen again. There's a yo. Mid-mo. Yo. 6, 5. Nothing happening. 8. All right. That's cool. We got an 8. Easy 8. 5, 3. 5, 3, 8 pays. This is almost kind of boring, right? $35. We're going to take the cap off. We're going to drop the quarter in the don't. Bring a little bit of money back to our rack. Not all of it, but some of it. Let's get that DC set somewhere good. For frick's sake, we can't get the 2 cycles back to back. 6, 1, 7. Huge bummer. We're going to lose everything out here. I'm just going to drop the 160 out of the rack and replace it. That sucks. Got to win this thing twice in a row to get ourselves back. We're almost back to square, just not quite. We got to win it a couple times. Hard, man. Craps a hard freaking game. I've come to realize that craps ain't easy. There's aces. Craps is not an easy game. There's a hard 8. That's our new point there. 4, 4, hard 8. Strategies all seem great until you play them for long periods of time. And long periods of time, the law of big numbers gets you every time. 5. It all seems good. All right, 3, 2, 5. Aside from the 8, nothing's really been strong. We had a couple of good pass line 7 winners, but nothing else has been really streaky. Take 35, walk the don't, come on through, and just kind of if you're curious, in my rack in the pull down section, I've actually got another 160, and I keep checking this out. There's one. So again, I keep doing this to keep the bankroll section clean as I can. There's 3 times 160 here and 1 times 160 out here. We're only 1 shooter down. We just got to get this thing to play through a couple of times for us to make this work. Get ourselves back to profit. We started off out of the gate upside down. And when you start upside down, it's really hard to come back. There's a 6, 4, 10. This goes behind the 10. That pays $50 for 1. We'll put that up in here. I don't have $1 left over. I'm going to pull $5 out of my pocket to get pennies so I can pay that vig. All right. I don't want to break up these shots out here. So we paid our vig. We have a no 10. We have a DC coming. We've had 2 hits in the box. Let's log that in. 1 more box hit. There's a 5. That's a bummer. Okay, it goes to the 5. Let me do this here. This goes to the 5. We have 2 DCs, which is fine. But that second one, no payment on the way through. That to me is kind of a hole in the strategy where it's like the DC can get set and not take another number with it. And here we have the hybrid piece of this. This is where you're in this medium zone where you get paid 100 and you lose 105, right? Remember, these 2 were wins we put through the don't. So you technically, when I replace those bets, are pulling $50 off the table. It works out hybrid style. It's okay, right? $100 back here in the rack. I'll get a black chip for that. And so we're kind of rebuilding again. I've got 3 times 160 in the rack. I have 1 times 160 on the table plus $100 sitting here. We're going to be even here in a minute if we can get a roll. Let's get a roll right here, right now. 4, 4, 8. 4, 4. I think today would have been a day, if you were playing the pass line with odds, you might have got smoked. Too many 7-outs might have hurt that player. The don't pass player would have done pretty good today. If we did a don't pass progression, we would have done okay. I should review the tape, but all right, here we go. Points 8. Let's get it. Let's get a few hits in the box. There's a 9, a 5, and a 4. Started off good. 5, 4, 9. I really do like this strategy. It's a fun one. I like strategies that have moving parts, even though I know it's mathematically dumb. Moving parts are fun. I like to enjoy my play. There's a flat bet goes to the don't. 35 comes back to the rack. All right, that was a 9. I marked it up. Let's get 1 box hit. Come on, 1 bar box hit. Yeah, we did it. We got an 8. Sweet. 5, 3, 8. That'll be our point. Pass line winner travels to the 8. We're going to get paid $35 and pull the 8 down. I feel like I owe the table $5. I do. Let's do this. I'm going to reset the rack. Now I've got 4 of my initial shooters back in play, plus money out here. Puck is off. Let's get us a nice. Let's see. I didn't put the 8 in. 5, 3. Let's get us a nice come out 7 here. Let's get a free quarter, if we can, up here. I'd like to get that 8 to pay off before we get a point set. Then I can reset the rack. 1, 1. Midnight. 6, 6. You know what's coming, right? We had the aces. We have the midnight. See a horn. I say see a horn, hop the reds. See a horn, hop the red. Come on. Good time for it. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. 3 horns in a row. If you're playing the ATS, you're salivating right now. Because look at that. We got 8, 9, 8, 2, 3, and 12. We're getting all the outsides done. There's the 8. Right back onto the 8. We lose our don't. Sucks. That's a bummer. 4, 4. Put these in the middle here for you. 4, 4, 8. That's okay. The other ones will pay. I have full confidence. There's a 6, a 5, 1, 6. That pays 35 bucks. Now, the way to play this strategy right here is this. That was our third hit off of the shooter. We're going to come to the don't. I'm going to turn those bets off, but I will reset them right now. So they're off, but they're set for the next shooter. I need another quarter out here to make that right. But that's what we're going to play, just the don't now. Let that bet get set, and that's it. It's going to go to the 5. We're not on, so we're going to go to the 5. We had our 3 box hits. Turn them off. Playing for either a 7 or an 8 here. Whatever happens first, we reset the box. 3, 2, 5. Let's mark that in. There's a yo. Thank you for not being on the last one. 6, 5. All right, that's going to be a 6. We're not on it. We don't care. 4, 2. I just need a 7 here. Give me a 7. Another 6. 5, 1. FOMO. FOMO. If you're playing this strategy, you're wishing you were out there, right? There's the 8. Hit the point. 6, 2. Coming out. Oh, how great is that? It come out 7. Love it. Good timing. 4, 3, 7. We get paid there. Comes back to the rack. I can reset my 9 for free. Now look where we are. All that getting our asses kicked. We have 160 4 times in the rack. We have 160 on the felt. That's our original bankroll. Plus 40 bucks in profit. We actually made 40 bucks. Can you believe that? We fought all the way back from being down to our last shooter to make 40 bucks. This strategy has legs. It definitely has legs. And coming out of here, right, this is 160 times 5. So it's 500 plus 300. It's 800 bucks. So we're looking to make 20%. That's going to be 160. If we can make 160, we're out, right? We have one more round to go here, and we're going to be okay. I trust Larry. I trust Larry Casper. This system works. It's fun. It's an interesting mix between right side and hybrid and dark side. It's just it's got a cool vibe to it. I love how we go from all in to all out. It's just a fun way of doing it if we can avoid disaster. He's got to be able to avoid disaster. 2, 1, 3. Right? It's very vulnerable in the first couple, 2, 3 rolls. Really, really vulnerable. But once we're past that, it sings loudly for its supper. There we go. 5 or 4, 4 rather. 4, 4. There's the 8. It pays 35 bucks. You know the pattern. We take the cap, we drop the base into the don't, bring back some moolah over here. I mark the 8. I think I missed one. Hold on, I think I missed a roll here. I did. Let me get this fixed. We got a 4, 2, 6 first, and then the 8. 4, 2, 6 was the point, and then a 4, 4, 8 was the roll. Let's do it. There's another 8. That's a bummer, because the don't pass or the don't come moves to the 8, but we don't get it paid when it moved. That's a kind of a bummer. That's all right. We'll be okay. There's a yo. 6 and a 5. Hit the chip. Yes, we got a 10. Love it. All right, we'll drop a buck. We're gonna get paid 50 on that 10. We're gonna take the base, put it in the don't. We're gonna bring back 50 bucks into the rack. Dealer gets the buck. And here we go. Looking for one more box hit. Did I mark the 10? I didn't. 5, 5. Give me a box hit. And we got an 8. Shit, we picked ourselves off. Damn it. That 8's been my nemesis today. The 4, 4, 8. The 8 has been juicy. All right, we're going to lose that. Don't travels. We don't get paid on the travel. We're still fighting here. We're still having to do work. Look at that. Another one. The 8 has been the way all day. Wow. That hurts. That hurts a lot, actually. Hurts my soul. There's a 6, 5 yo. What a bummer. What a bum deal. Come on, man. Give me inside. Another yo. Come on. Give me something inside here. We got all these numbers out there. 6, 5. Give me something to pay myself on. All right, that'll work. That's a 9. That'll have to be okay. 5, 4, 9. Pays $35. Now, that's our third hit. 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna go into the don't for 1. I'm gonna bring all this down. Everything comes back to the rack because that's what we do. We're gonna have one more don't come, let it come out. We'll see what happens, where we stand. We're not gonna be in super profit today. We're gonna make some profit, but we're not gonna knock the doors off the van here. 5, 3, 8. Just give me a little fat Debbie here to close us out. Deuces. 1, 2, 3. Getting closer to it. 2, 1. 6. There's the point being hit. Turn that puck off. 4, 2, 6. And there's the 7. 4, 3, 7 on the come out. Now I'm gonna do a quick rack check. There's the 7 payment. Let's pull this out and see where we land. I don't think we got to where our goal was, but we did okay. There's 150, 160. If I take this, make it a black chip, move this to my rack. Now check the rack out. There's our initial money. There's our 160 times 5. We got all of our bankroll back. We got beat down to there, to 1 shooter left, battled back to win 160 times 4 plus whatever's out here. I don't even know what's out here. There's a green chip. Out here is 125, 135 on the felt. Almost 20%. It's probably about 15%. Coming from down here, coming from only having 160 to making it all back and having a profit like this, that is awesome. If we didn't go down with those early 0.7 outs, this looks like about $300 in profit. This strategy, I'm telling you, has legs. I love this one. It's one of the first ones that I started monkeying with when I started my channel. So I love Larry's style, and I kind of adopted that strategy from him. I think it's just a cool one. So yeah, I'm proud of that. We made $150 or whatever after being down 400 and change or 500 and change. Shit, that's a fighter. That strategy is a fighter. All right, there we go. That was fun. What do we have here? We have 46 of you still watching me yammer on about things. Let's go back and talk to you for just a second. Let me get back to this screen here. Excuse me. All right, that's it. That was fun. We had a good day today. We made our daily paycheck in 10 rolls this morning in the garage. This one here, we got burned hard early and fought all the way back and made profit, which is good because I love Larry. I love his strategies. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, right. I can't believe I won either, Jen. I can't believe we won that. The strategy is called I Can't Believe This Wins because it's weird that it wins when it feels like you're losing. It just kind of, it builds up its own steam. It's a very cool strategy. I love it. And we got the Craps for the Cure website gone. The website does not seem to, it declines the cards, really. I will check this, Dr. Dan. I have a meeting with them today, actually, to go through some stuff. Maybe there's something else I didn't set up. I'll check that in a little bit here. Yeah, that's not good. All right, I'll check that. Thanks for pointing that out to me. I'll call support and get it figured out. Let's see. The CEG Dealer, no, we're doing this thing at Casino Quest, not CEG Dealer School. So yeah, we can meet me right there at CEG. I can actually find you on Thursday when I'm in town. When I roll in, we can find each other. So quick check of questions and PCs, and then I'll jump to work here. So let's see. You're going to show, Midmo's going to show the diamonds for the auction. Thank you, Mid. Thank you, Chiro. I can't wait to see that for sure. Let's see, who else is here? Question on the chat. Cure question. So Ian wants to know, taking Starbucks. Oh, you're talking to Starbucks tomorrow. That's awesome. Look at you go. This is amazing. That's pretty awesome. You guys are great. I just love it. What else? On point. I can't believe you expect to win with me rolling. The thing is, I roll a lot of sevens, right? But today they came mostly at the right time. Most we got like what, 3 times to come out 7, paid a couple of don'ts. That's beautiful when that happens. It doesn't always work out where you get your 3 hits in the box and then your don't comes hit. That's the idea, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You get 5 payments and you're out. It's beautiful. All right, so you're getting not processed either. So there's definitely something going on with the thing. I'll figure that out. I will get with support today and see if maybe I missed a setup step. I don't know. I'll double check it and see what's happening. So, all right, thanks for that. Thanks for the updates there, everybody. Thanks for watching me roll dice for now 2 hours, right? I did an hour in the garage, an hour here. It was beautiful. Separated by a 30-minute window where I made the mistake of watching the news. I got a second cup of coffee and watched the news for 20 minutes on the way down here. Good Lord. This country's in deep shit. All right, love y'all. Have a great day. I will see you out there. Maybe for a practice tonight, maybe on somebody else's live, but for sure tomorrow morning. Y'all have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. God bless.